Hello, Merry Meet. So I want to review a divination deck. And the deck I want to review is this one. Chakra Insight Oracle. This is a system that both works with basically meditation and working with the chakras, and as a divination, and especially then a divination meant at having a look at how your chakras are doing. Now, for some people that say that my videos are too long, let me give you the short version. Don't buy this deck. So yeah, for the rest of you, you can stick around and find out why. So yeah, I really like the box. It is quite sturdy cardboard. As you can see when I open it here, it's quite thick. And it'll last you for a long time. This is the back. So let's have a look at the little book that comes with it first. Like I've often said, when it comes to tarot decks, then it's okay if the book isn't that great, because you can always get another tarot book. But with divination decks, the books that comes with it is sort of the only thing you have, so it needs to work. Now, let's have a look at this, shall we? An introduction and what are chakras, which basically is a one-on-one on chakras. And then we have how to use the Chakra Insight Oracle cards, conducting a reading, types of card spread, and the personal chakra journey. This is basically tells you how to, basically, like it said, do a reading, and then it talks a bit about card spreads, and then you have the personal chakra journey, which is sort of the main thing with this deck, I guess, which basically how to improve your chakras and learn from them over a certain course of weeks. Then we have the cards, and then we have some information on the chakras. So you have basically all the chakras here, and you have to balance the chakras and about the creators. The book do a good enough job. Each card gets basically 2 pages like this. And other information is fine. It explains the system of what the cards are meant for, and it do it quite adequately. I have no problems with this book whatsoever. The information about the chakras is very, very, very basic. I would think that if somebody's buying a deck specifically to work their chakras, they have already the basic information, but it's fine. It's what you need to work with the deck. So, let's look at the cards. So I just adjust the camera and myself a little bit. There we go. Sorry for bumping you around. So, let's have a look at the cards themselves. The cards are parted up into 7 suites. There are 49 cards, and they are relatively large, which makes shuffling somewhat of a struggle. So these suites are of course then based on the chakras. So you first then have one that says the chakra, and then things associated with that chakra. The deck is meant both to be a divination deck that you can use as your regular divination, and as a meditation tool. You use this to meditate on your chakras and change their energies. I better cover her gaboobies because of YouTube's policies, but yes, there are some nudity in this. So yeah, I think that the cards cover the range of the things that are associated with a given chakra very well. Here's another one of those front cards you see. And I definitely think that meditating on these images and concepts can be beneficial to balance out your chakras. And yes, the books do give you information on how to improve your chakras energies using this deck. And some gaboozies again, let's see if we can cover them. And more Gaboosies. That's something that just pisses me off. Why is it that I can upload a video with all sorts of violence? As long as I have the rights for it, I could post a movie where people get their head chopped off and shoved everywhere and there's brains and guts and all of that. That's fine. But a perfectly healthy human breast with a nipple. Oh no, then YouTube police come crashing down on you. What the fuck? Here's the thing. They say, oh, think of the children, think of the children. Yeah, but here's the thing. If I was a mother and I had, let's say, 12-year-old watching YouTube, I would have absolutely no problem with them watching a review about cards and one of the cards happened to show a naked person with boobs. Absolutely no problem with it. I would have a problem with them seeing a lot of guts and violence. Boobs are a natural part of it. 50% of the population have them. But they should, but I'm getting off track. Now, I can't, of course, show all of the cards. We will be here for a very long time, but you get the point. Now, one thing that I do not like here is that it sort of mixes media a lot when it comes to the drawing. As you can see in many of the drawings, in many of the cards I'm showing you, some of them are photographs, some of them are paintings, some of them are done on the computer, and yeah, here's a photograph again. Here's a painting. And that sort of messed things up for me. I think that I should either be paintings, drawings, or photographs. Basically, when you mix media like that, it sort of just becomes a bit jarring. Other than that, the images are fine. They express what they're supposed to express. They have the right symbolism. And they are fine. I don't like the mixing of medias. Now, let me get to the reason why you should not. Absolutely not buy this deck. The card stock is appalling. This is so incredibly thin. I mean, seriously. I mean, they're nicely coated and all, and very nice and shiny and such, but this quality of cardstock, these will not survive many shuffles. You can use them for meditation when you nicely just flip through the deck like I am doing now. Pick out the card you want to meditate on and focus on it. Or like I recommend in the book, for example, let's say you want to work on the throat chakra. You might place this card somewhere prominent where you will see it often, and that energy will better your throat chakra. Absolutely, you can work it. You can do that. But using it as a divination deck, where you actually have to shuffle it, no, these will not stand up for that. Because, I mean, if you go to one of those very, very, very cheapy stores, I don't know if they have any of those in Norway anymore, but I used to. Things like dollar stores and such, yeah. And you pick up usually when you have postcards there, you can get like a 10-pack for $1. Yeah, that kind of cardstock quality is what we're talking about here. So yeah, that's not acceptable. And I mean, that just makes the deck feel cheap. And to be quite honest, so does the images. Because a lot of these images is like look at this one. Look at this one. It's just basically composed in Paint or some other Photoshop, something like that. And there's not been a lot of time and effort put into this. I mean, the symbolism works fine. It works fine, but it just feels cheap and it feels rushed. Every single part of this deck, other than the box, is appalling quality. And there's so many other choices out there for somebody interested in these kinds of items that, yeah. Here's the back side. I really like it actually. It's basically this star with a person in it in a meditation pose, and then it just explodes outwards. I really, really like that. That color choice. The only thing that I don't like about it is that while I do like the design, it is so clearly intended. Let's have a look at it again. So clearly intended for the solar plexus chakra, perhaps a little bit over into the Hara chakra and the root chakra, but it's solar plexus. That covers none of the higher chakras. So basically, even if it lets you meditate on this color will also be affecting. So let's say you have an overactive solar plexus chakra, but you want to work on the third eye. While working on the third eye with this, you will be affected with this on the other side of it. I should have had a design that either affects all the chakras or are more neutral. But it's a pretty design. I like the design on this card. Seems we will be getting through all of the cards. It's a bit quicker than I thought. So yeah. Like I said, the deck just feels rushed. It feels cheap. And yeah. The idea is a good one. Basically a deck that's based around colors, based around the chakras, and where the main idea for the divinations are to see how your chakras are doing, and then using these cards then for meditations, path working, and so on to improve your chakras or balance them. That's a good idea. The quality, however, of this deck is appalling. The pictures have nice enough symbolisms and such, but yeah, I don't like that I have mixed medias for the arts. Don't have one card with a drawing and one card with a photograph. That doesn't work. So yeah, it's messy, it's cheap, and it's bad quality. I do not recommend. If you want something just for the meditation part, I guess it can be fine enough. But you can also find images for free on Google search that will give you the same thing of something to meditate on. Yeah, this is not a divination deck. At best, it's a meditation tool. The quality just isn't good enough. Don't waste your money on it. I'll give it 4 out of 10. And yeah, I am not pleased with it. I hope you have a great day. I hope you have enjoyed this review, and blessed be.